needs to be arrested if this man loses her life. And when we get into it and see what the issue is, you'll see. Is it Rubi Rose that needs it? Is it the OnlyFans industry? You know, Poetic Flocko talks a lot of ish. But there's some things in this video I agree with him, but you know, he just talks a lot of shit. Let's see what he's got to say here.
Life at the hands of Rubi Rose, if we don't put a stop to this, this is the most serious topic I've ever broached on this channel. This entire situation dates back to July of 2020 when Rubi Rose was starting OF.
Recently, Rubi added her name to the growing list of people who are using OnlyFans to make a little side money. Just days after launching her page, she revealed that she had already banked over $22,000. Calm 22K on my first day of OnlyFans, she wrote on Instagram. If you can be sexy and want to start making money, text from
22,000 in one day. Sign me up. I can act as sexy as they want. I can get my wife to act as sexy as they want. And she's not even giving no pooty out. Come on.
a referral link to get started. Hit me on OF for a promo, ladies.
And guys, that's not Rubi's phone number. Before you get any weird ideas, that is the company, the OF company, throwing a link out there.
Added her name to the growing list of people who are using OnlyFans to
22,000 a day.
For a promo, ladies, let's get this bag.
Rubi Rose made $22,000 her first day, but by the following day, after posting how much she made her first day, Rubi Rose will have a pending balance of over $100,000, meaning she made over $80,000 her second day on OF. It's been 3 years since Rubi Rose started an OnlyFans account, and she still makes over $300,000 a year, mainly due to guys like Brandon. Not even guys.
$300,000 a year, and she made $100,000 in 2 days. So the other 362 and a quarter days, she made $200,000. So that means she makes $1,600 a day. I don't get it. And it's all from Brandon? Damn.
Like him, literally due to Brandon. You see, Brandon would meet Rubi Rose in Miami, and he would introduce himself as her highest paying OnlyFans subscriber. Now, Brandon would prove that he wasn't capping or lying because he would show Rubi Rose receipts. This dude has only been subscribed to Rubi Rose for 1 month, and he already gave her $62,000 in tips. This is nasty work. This is super, super nasty work. I don't care. It wouldn't make a difference if Rubi Rose was opening up and showing her Libya and receiving unholy back shots on OnlyFans. It wouldn't matter. Right? $60,000 in a...
It's labia, Flocko. Put that so-called smart brain you got. Libya is a country. It's labia. But you wouldn't know that since you don't get one, since you don't touch the Libya.
Month is still outrageous. But it's even more outrageous that she's only showing pictures that she would post on Instagram. She's not even uncovering herself. We wouldn't understand how truly of a nasty work this was until people started to discover exactly who Brandon is. And that led us to a MTV True Life episode.
Listen to this guy.
It's one of my favorite things to do is smoke cigars while I watch porno. Makes keep it luxurious.
At the end,
added her name to
Another guy who gets no Libya. You gonna sit there and smoke a cigar while watching. I don't understand it, man. I just don't understand it. Who gonna put their life out there like that? I'm 26 years old and I don't get no Libya, so I gotta. Yeah, I'm trolling with the Libya thing. Come on now. Come on now, Flocko. Come on, man. Man of your stature.
how truly of a nasty work this was, until people started to discover exactly
We know
who Brandon is.
only
And that
how
led us
nasty
to an
OnlyFans is.
MTV True Life episode.
It's one of my favorite things to do is smoke cigars while I watch porno. Makes keep it luxurious.
At the age of 26 years old, Brandon would appear on an MTV True Life episode for having a corn addiction that was absolutely destroying his life. He was 26 years old with no real friends at the time, and he didn't have a job because he couldn't keep a job schedule due to his obsession with staying home and watching corn and beating you know what. He was still living at home with his mama because he couldn't afford to move out. His life was crashing down due to his corn addiction. But somehow, some way, a couple years later, Brandon was able to make a lot of money in crypto, but his sickness was still there. And we found out how truly sick Brandon was when no other than Rubi Rose exposed some text conversations between the two. She saved his name as Brandon Weird OF Fan. Listen, if I gave a girl $60,000, man, and she saved my name in her phone as Weird OF Fan, that's an issue, right? Now, he sent her a few messages like, what you doing tonight? No reply. Why aren't you answering me? I thought we had a genuine connection. Ruby, why aren't you answering me? I have invested so much money into our relationship. I am in love with you. Why won't you love me? I will do anything for you. I will fly anywhere to be with you. All that I can ever think of is you. There is not a single other person in the world as perfect as you are. You could be my queen and I'd be your king. I would give you anything you could ever wish for. We can even have a one-sided, open-end relationship where you can do whatever you want as long as I know that at the end of the day you come home to me and are only with me. I promise I will treat you better than anyone, Ruby. I love you with all my heart. I have never felt this way about anyone. I want to marry you. I want to have a family with you. I want to only be with you. I would quit everything and give up everything just for you. I would do anything for you to love me. I will give you everything I have just for you.
He needs to quit writing. He's given her everything he has. What's left? His life. That's it. Damn, man.
The chance that you never leave me. I want you to be with me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, she is a pretty girl, you know. And that first clip they showed of her, she is a sexy woman, you know. But you have a meet and greet and you go home at the end of the night. That doesn't mean that you met her. You get this industry phone number that they give so you can text. You know it's not a real number, right? Why would a celebrity give you their number? Oh, because I'm giving them $60,000? If not you, the next guy, right? I mean, come on, man. Well, it goes to show you. 100,000 in 2 days. She's got another post from him for 60,000. Let's just say 160,000 out of 300. 140,000 a year. She's making 10,000 a month off of other people. Come on, Brandon.
Ever in my eyes, I've never seen or known something that I am so sure will be perfect. I can imagine waking up every day and looking over at you asleep on the bed, looking perfect while you sleep, and I run my hands through your hair, or me getting you the largest diamond ring that I can find so that it is one on the hand of a true queen. I will buy you whatever car, boat, or jet you want. I would never love someone as much as I love you, Ruby. I love you more than Bitcoin. I love you. I will give up everything to have you to only be mine. Please don't ignore me, Ruby. I am sending you more money right now. You are making me...
He says, I love you more than Bitcoin.
...cry right now by not answering me. I am bawling at the thought.
I'm bawling at the thought.
Be with me forever.
Oh,
and that you
God.
don't love me anymore. I don't know if there is a point anymore to anything. All I can ever think of or dream of is you. You are on my mind all day, every day, thinking of how you smelled in the hotel lobby when I first saw you, thinking of your perfect voice, thinking of your perfect smile when you first laughed awkwardly as I told you that I was your number one fan. everything about you makes me get butterflies in my stomach. Please tell me you are just very busy and not seeing my text right now, princess. Please, I cherished every second I was with you. I adore you. You are the reason I wake up every morning. I have no purpose without you. You are my rock.
He said, I cherish every moment I was with you. I mean, if he had a meet and greet, what did he have, a 5-minute meet and greet? Oh, it's VIP. For an extra $10,000, you can have... I don't know what else to say.
Ruby, stop ignoring me. Why are you ignoring me after all of the money that I have given you to show you that I am only loyal to you? Yeah, this is sickening, right? And how much I love and appreciate and adore you. How dare you not answer me? I see you actively posting on your Instagram story, and you have not answered me once. You are making me very mad. I have treated you like a princess, and you won't even take the time to...
I mean, it's self-explanatory. It shows, Brandon, that it's not her number that you're texting. It's... Come on, man. Let's take a rocket scientist to figure that out.
Respond to me. I would not tolerate this. I am sorry for getting mad at you. I did not mean to. I shouldn't have, but the love I have for you causes me to get very emotional.
I wonder if them were cameras in his glasses. That show that he was recording her and secret shit like that. Come on now.
He even showed receipts that he spent $30,000 more on Ruby since they met 2 days ago.
$91,000.
This is sickening. And the messages go on and on and on and on. He even promised to give her 10 Bitcoin.
He wanted to give her $400,000 in Bitcoin just to text him.
For a total of $40,000 if she would respond back to him.
$400,000.
There's a couple of things he says in that long paragraph that we...
It's something that you said that's wrong. It's $400,000, not $40,000. At the time, they were $30,000 a coin. Times 10 is $300,000. So at that time, it must have been $40,000 when he was writing her. Right? Times 10 is $400,000, Flacco. Come on, let's get your math right. You're not as smart as you think you are.
We'll address very shortly. But it gets worse. The messages weren't as bad as was to come. You see, Brandon would then go out and get a permanent tattoo of Rubi Rose on his leg. Now, he would send this to her as if this was a trophy, as if this is something he's doing to show his dedication and love to their relationship, as he will call it, even though he only met her once in person. It's pretty evident at this point Brandon is sick, he's mentally ill, he has a corn addiction, and he's on the path of self-destruction. And Rubi Rose is going to take him on that path to self-destruction. Brandon is a victim to OF and Rubi Rose's romance scam. And here's what I mean. Rubi Rose is a high-earning OF creator who is signed to an OF agency. And one of the perks of an OF agency is fan interactions. The OF agency will take over the OF creators' DMs, and their job will be building connections with fans, and they will handle DM to foster engagement and maximize tips and increase the average payment per fan through Flirt Flow. In the case of Rubi Rose, it was the OF agency who was DMing Brandon and weaseling $60,000 to $90,000 out of Brandon.
So all she did was give permission for the system to do it. Should she be charged?
And here's how they did it. You see, they have a sophisticated AI bot called Flirt Flow. Now, the AI bot doesn't just send messages, according to them, no. It creates an authentic connection, meaning the bot is programmed to have an expertise in relationship building. So the bot pretty much had the psychology or the knowledge of like a 35-year-old psychology doctor. And this bot is able to evoke emotion out of these vulnerable men. The bot is able to convince these men that you care about them. It's convinced these men that they're in a relationship with you. It convinced these men that y'all are working towards something much greater than just the OnlyFans DMs. The bot is essentially a bot that's programmed to manipulate vulnerable men out of their money through a romance scam because these men think they're in a full-blown relationship with these OF creators. Which is why in the messages to Rubi Rose, Brandon is telling her, I invested a lot of money into this relationship. I thought we had a genuine connection. You don't love me anymore? That's because the AI bot convinced...
Well, if you gotta pay for the relationship, that goes to show you that it's not made on love. You're just buying affection, essentially tricking out your time.
Brandon, that Rubi Rose was in love with him. It's a romance scam, but it's just legal. But it's wrong. And it's crazy how creators like myself are looked at as crazy when we bring up how unethical this is. How unethical it is to use AI bots to manipulate and coerce vulnerable, mentally ill men like Brandon who are addicts into giving away exorbitant amount of money to these OF creators. But somehow we're all for protecting addicts until it comes to incels and vulnerable men who have addictions to corn. You see, the cigarette company got nerfed. Like, the cigarette companies got restrictions and laws and regulations in terms of advertising, in terms of fruity flavors, because the government realized that people were addicts. And it was unfair to have the predatory cigarette companies essentially do whatever they got to do to get more people hooked on their product.
Yeah. Same thing with bike riding. Same thing with food. Same thing with anything else they sell out there. They sell it. They advertise it. They market it to be the best. So you pay your money. Some people will sell you a cheap pair of sunglasses and say they're the best sunglasses you ever seen, and the blocks of sunlight out, and people pay $400 for sunglasses that do the same thing of the same pair of sunglasses that you can get for $1.99 at the dollar store. Sales is unethical, no matter what they sell. Look at this car; it's going to be the best car you can buy. I'm still going to pay $30 in gas to fill it up, right? I'm still going to feel the bumps on the roads. It's all the same. You just got to know what advertisement you want and not to believe.
Why aren't there any rules and regulations for men like Brandon on OF? Why is it okay that these people can use these AI bots to manipulate men and coerce them, even though it's clear they have mental illnesses? Like, do you know how destructive this is? Do you know how destructive it is to take a corn addict, put him on OF, and then program a bot who is programmed with only one purpose?
So this is the point that I agree with Flacco. He clearly has issues, right? And, if he was to react and stalk her and, the rest of the stuff, do we blame Brandon? No. Do we blame Rubi Rose? Not necessarily. We have to blame the creators of the program who created the bot, right? Because they're creating this bot to say and act and make people think that the person behind the bot, i.e. Rubi Rose, really feels the way Brandon wants her to feel. The bot does its job. It makes this person think that Rubi Rose is speaking to him, typing to him, and she feels they feel to see how detrimental it is to really to one's health, to someone who is mentally unstable, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Like I said, he ends up stalking making himself think, the bot makes him think that he's in a relationship with her. So what the bot is making him think, is he wrong for getting upset? Is he wrong for saying the things he's saying to her? When this bot is speaking and making him think that that's how she feels, no, he's not wrong.
They're programmed to manipulate those men to the nth degree to extract and coerce more money out of them. If Brandon loses his life, if Brandon self-destruct, his death is on Rubi Rose's hand.
And I
strongly 100% believe that Rubi Rose...
It's not in her hands. You know, she pays a fee to the company, to the OF company who manages her account and has this bot chatting with this man. She signed up. It's not in her hands. Does she know that the bot is roping Brandon in? Yeah. Does she know what the bot says in dialogue with him? I'm sure she reads it and she's going back and read the messages. You know, so she could, in all essence, stop it. But that's her money. And if she has signed to a agency, if she signed a contract, they essentially own her, run her, right? Business-wise. And either default on the contract that you signed or let them run your account, and this is the money that you and them make. And you see what I'm saying? It's not Rubi Rose's fault, essentially. It's the company. It's the program creators. It's the company that's running the program creator. It's the company that's sitting there and making this bot say what it's saying to Brandon. It's something. It's something to see that people really believe bots like this. That's like any other old person who believes some overseas scammer that's telling her the same thing that these bots are saying, and they're sending their money out and cleaning them out,
Should be locked up. And whoever is responsible for those DMs to Brandon, this is an outright romance scam, and it needs to stop. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, all right? And if you're still watching, click...
So I don't believe that it's Rubi Rose's fault. I don't know. Flacco has a lot of good thoughts and ideas, right? But the way he says some things and the way his deliverance, he's very wrong. His ideas are not solid sometimes. He's got the right... he's got the right ideas to think, yeah, this is wrong. But you can't blame Rubi Rose. Or can you? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Is Flacco all right? Should Rubi Rose go to jail if this man does something wrong? Should Rubi Rose be held accountable if this man was to stalk her and track her down and follow her? Is she wrong by allowing this bot to make this man think that she's also in love with him? Or is she just cashing on the industry and this man should know better? Let me know what you all think. Let me know if you think Flacco's right, I'm right, she's right, who's wrong. We all know Brandon's wrong, either way you put it. But let me know. We'll see you all on the next one. It's your boy Big Will, Life After Prison TV. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.